The vital shipping corridor of Europe's strategic Baltic Sea, now home to a new kind of war.
Russian warship will lay some.
In the past year, it's been under attack, not for what sails above, but for what lies beneath.
There have been some incidents with pipelines and cables. We are here to prevent that from happening again.
I'm joining a new NATO mission targeting potential saboteurs in the sea. Hundreds of kilometres of critical cables crisscross this seabed, dispatching vital communications, data and power.
To give you an idea of just how sensitive these waters are geopolitically, we're taking off from Lithuania, which is a NATO ally. In this direction is St. Petersburg, Russia's second largest city, and just 30 kilometres this way is the Russian territory of Kaliningrad.
After Moscow invaded Ukraine, Finland and Sweden joined NATO, making Russia the only country bordering the Baltic Sea without membership. Since then, multiple cables have been cut or damaged.
Anybody who has any intentions of inflicting damage or harm to any infrastructure in the Baltic Sea region should be aware that it will be observed, it will be monitored, it will be reported, and it will not remain without consequence.
On Christmas Day, an energy cable was cut, slashing electricity flow on the line between Estonia and Finland by 2/3. Finland detained a merchant ship carrying Russian oil to Turkey. It was later found to have dragged its anchor along the seabed for more than 100 kilometres.
If I would drop my anchor on this vessel, I would notice.
Who is the adversary here?
That's a very good question.
NATO isn't keen to point fingers or inflame tensions, with investigations ongoing. But some countries have blamed Russia's shadow fleet, which Moscow uses to avoid sanctions imposed by the West on its exports. Some of the ships are registered in China. The alliance's mission aims to deter with a bigger military presence on the surface and eyes underwater searching for sabotage.
Really, it's making the invisible visible.
The underwater drone creates a visual database of what lies underneath the surface.
The bottom, 20 meters.
Divers are also being sent down to inspect the seabed.
NATO has to adapt to the evolving geopolitical situation in the world. Since the presence of the increased presence of NATO in this region, we did not have any accidents occurring in this particular region.
Last month, the Estonian Navy tried to stop a suspected shadow ship bound for a Russian port.
This is Estonian warship Papa 6732. Your request will be denied.
But it was met with a Russian fighter jet.
They entered the NATO airspace. This is serious. So they were showing they intend to use this force. And for Europe, of course, we have to do more.
Lithuania's Foreign Minister Kestutis Budrys has no doubt of Russia's intent in the region and is highly critical of the West's response.
And this reckless use of hundreds of vessels for the purpose just to fuel the war machine of Russia. It puts us in the explosive mix, and we have to control all of it.
Do you think that Europe is on the verge of a broader war with Russia?
Russia is preparing itself for years for the long-term confrontation and conflict with the West. If we are weak, if we are not resilient, and if we are not resolute, it means that we are increasing the opportunities for Russia to use the capabilities for the intent.
Intent and sabotage, some fear, could spark a broader European conflict. Catherine Diss, ABC News on the Baltic Sea off Lithuania.